Why you tryna stop the dude? If this is not the truth, would I die for a lie? Hell nah, I never do. I'ma die for the truth. This is what I'm telling you. Hoping that your mind bulletproof from what they telling you. Hoping you ain't buying all the lies they been selling you. Never knew all the fucking faggot shit they grabbing do. Bet they run when the news come like the reverend do. We on the grind trying to help these Jews find they mind. They stole our Jews, but we still gon' shine. Our brothers gon' locked up, all they doing is time. I can't wait until the devil gotta pay for his crimes.
Hey, I be sipping on my sorrow. You fucked over me today, well I can't fuck with you tomorrow. Pay no mind and I can borrow. I'm gonna spread that UPK until them devils feel my sorrow.
Shalom, we're the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, home of the truth. Under Commander Gen.YAHANNA, since 1969, the original. Alright, we got the radio show every Monday night, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Call the number 718-506-1384, every Monday night. Alright, online YouTube classes Tuesday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pay your tithes. 10% of all money you earn go to the men of the Lord to build up this nation. It takes money from all black people, Hispanic people, and Native Americans to build up this nation. Ain't no white man going to give the money for black people to build up the nation of Israel. It's going to come from you. Christ said the kingdom of heaven is within you. That means you're the one who going to do it. Not no white man, not no white millionaire. Subscribe to I.S.U.P.K. Indianapolis YouTube channel and other UPK channels. We're going to get into this topic about a strong man's house. A strong man's house. For example, Iraq under Saddam Hussein. The black community. Them is strong man's houses. Right? And the scriptures say you cannot break into a strong man's house unless you first bind a strong man. You is bound, black, Hispanic, and Native American man. You is bound in lies. You are bound in all the lies of this place. You have lost your true nationality, your true identity. You have no clue who you are, who we are. We do not know who we are. We have discontinued our heritage like the Bible has said. We are the children of Israel. That is our history. When you watch the History Channel, the children of Israel, what they did is our actual history. They just put white characters in the story. We're going to get this about some current events with North Korea, Saudi Arabia, and these earthquakes. Christ said these things would come to pass. And after that, he said something else was going to happen soon after. He's going to return. His nation is going to be built up. As blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, it's time for us to get together. We're going to go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Alright, you want to hear wars and rumors of wars. That's what you are hearing right now. All the wars in the Middle East, of all the different Sunnis and Shiites and Wasabi religions, and Saudi Arabia. All the different militant groups. Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, ISIS, Britain, Germany, Turkey, Russia. You hearing of wars and rumors of wars. You know what I'm saying? But see that ye be not troubled, black, Hispanic, and Native American man, because that's a clue of your time coming. That's a clue of when your nation is going to be built up. The execution Saturday of Shiite cleric Sheikh Namir al-Namir and 46 others convicted of terror charges. The largest mass execution carried out by Saudi Arabia since 1980 laid bare the sectarian divisions gripping the region. Shiite protesters took to the streets from Iran to Pakistan, while Arab allies of Sunni-ruled Saudi Arabia lined up behind the kingdom. Right? Saudi Arabia is neither, their ruling class is neither Sunni nor Shiite. It's a whole separate sect. It's ruled by Ibn al-Saud, the house of Saud. One man's family, the Saud family, the family of Saud. The whole nation, country, and kingdom is named after Saudi family, Saudi Arabia. They are the royal family that rules Saudi Arabia. They get the money from that oil, right? And they have killed these Shiite clerics, right? Shiites is Iran. Iran is the Shiites, but the Shiites are spread out, so that's why they have different protests and different fights and revolts all throughout the whole Middle East. But their main spot is Iran, under used to be the Grand Ayatollah Khomeini, right? Now them the Shiites. The Sunnis are the majority. They majority everywhere, all over the place, right? But strongmen, you got all types of strongmen over top of that Middle East area. You got Bashar al-Assad over Syria. He's called the Alawite sect of people, or whatever. Them is basically white people, Greek babies. The Alawites, that's a whole other sect, but they are with the Shiites of Iran and the Ayatollah Khomeini. That's why they support them, right? But you got the Al-Saud, the House of Saud, the Saudi Arabian royal family. They a whole different sect, and they run their own station. They run their own thing, not under Shiite or Sunni, right? But they have beheaded these Shiites, and the Shiites are in pockets all around the Middle East region. So that's going to raise up things, raise up fights and things like that. More war, basically. We get to learn about these Sunnis and Shiites, Al-Saud and the Alawites. Islamic State threatened to destroy Saudi Arabian prisons holding jihadists after Riyadh's execution of 47 people, including 43 convicted Al-Qaeda militants. So, jihadists or whatever, they're going to... Jihadists means you fighting in the holy war or whatever. Who gives a damn? They all going to go into slavery and be destroyed anyway. The militant group, which has claimed responsibility for attacks in the kingdom and stepped up operations in neighboring Yemen, singled out the Al-Hayr and Rafah prisons where many Al-Qaeda and Islamic State supporters have been detained. So now they're trying to bust out boys before they get beheaded too. Right? The House of Saud, strongmen, they hold down their spot. Now Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, we're going to hold down our spot in our communities with our people. We got our own people to think about and care for. Who give a damn about the white man? Who give a damn about the Arab man? And all the different Muslims? Who give a damn? Us Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, we care about our own. We no longer Christians. We no longer caring about every nation and all over, and the people in Britain get killed, and we crying here in the Bronx. We crying in Philadelphia, and we crying in that town, and we crying in Chicago for freaking the Brits or the French. We don't give a damn no more. We caring about what we're supposed to. We the strongmen now in our own communities. And that's what the Lord wants for us. The kingdom of heaven is within you, black man. It's up to you to rule, to raise up this nation for this next generation so we can have soldiers. Our soldiers are getting killed right now by the white man. The young brothers getting killed. Tamir Rice, Mike Brown, Freddie Gray, Trayvon Martin. The list go on and on and on and on and on of soldiers falling and falling. Right? And you got to join the I.S.U.P.K so you can get down with the leadership the Lord has set up. And the earth helped the woman. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. That's why I said we lost, black man. We are lost in these lies that who we are. But the earth is gonna cast over a flood. I mean, it's gonna swallow up the flood of lies that are on us with the truth. Basically, all the different archaeological evidence that the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the children of Israel opens up. And it's going to open up more under Saudi Arabia, like Commander Gen.YAHANNA brought out in his radio show. Saudi Arabia is holding a lot of secrets and archaeology about Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans being the children of Israel. Now their country is going to be raised in turmoil. The Al-Saud, the House of Saud, is going to be destroyed, and it's going to, them strongmen are going to be taken out, and it's going to open up the cap of all the different things that's been going on in Saudi Arabia that's been held underneath, quelled by the Al-Saud, the House of Saud, the royal family. of Saudi Arabia. So now, as the terrorism and things, wars, rumors of wars boil up in that area, the things is going to open up. And we're going to find out from the earth how we are the children of Israel. That's our true nationality. That's our true identity. Let me get these next reads. The Islamic State always seeks to free prisoners, but we calculate the ending of the issues of prisoners will not happen except with the eradication of the rule of tyrants, and then destroying their prisons and razing them to the ground. It said in an article posted online Tuesday. Like I said, the house of tyrants, that's Al-Assad. The house of Saud, the ruling royal family of them rich Saudi Arabians. While Islamic State and Al-Qaeda are rivals who have condemned each other on ideological grounds, they are both united in enmity towards Saudi Arabia. Like I said, Saudi Arabia ain't worried about Sunni or Shiite. He's worried about his damn self, the House of Saud, which has declared them terrorist groups and locked up thousands of their supporters. And all the Middle East countries are hating on Saudi Arabia and hate Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia, they believe and they see houses infidels. When America came in to destroy Saddam Hussein, Saudi Arabia was the one who paid America to come in because they were scared Saddam Hussein would come attack them. So they let America in through their land and let Americans all throughout Saudi Arabia, infidels supposedly. So with that, they had declared enemies of Islam by Al-Qaeda and Islam and all the lot of different sects. Alright, that Al-Assad house royal family of Saudi Arabia is going to be taken out real soon. Just like Saddam Hussein, just like Mubarak, them strongmen, and then them countries blew up. Riyadh's mass executions on Saturday included 4 Shiite Muslims, among them prominent cleric Namir al-Amir. That heightened sectarian tensions with Shiite power Iran. Like I said, Iran is Shiites. And animists say it mostly meant as message to militant Sunnis. So it's going against Shiites and Sunnis. Alright? Now, Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula threatened in December to shed the blood of the soldiers of Al-Assad if its members were executed. And they were executed. Who give a damn? Right? We about this truth about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And this truth that's going to open up from their destruction. Alright? Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. We're going to get at 6 first. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the truth is going to come out about the white man being the devil, about lying, about stealing our nationality, about who we really are. All our theology is going to be undone and shown to the world. All these things must come to pass with the wars and rumors of wars. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Start right there. Nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Now we're seeing that now on the news every day. Alright? Comments from around the world on North Korea's announcement that it conducted its 4th nuclear test and its first of a hydrogen bomb on Wednesday. North Korea supposedly tested a hydrogen bomb. Which is stronger than an atomic bomb. You got the A bomb and the H bomb. A bomb is strong. The H bomb is even stronger. So Korea is claiming they got the H bomb, which is even stronger weapon, right? Which now the rest of the countries and nations, they're gonna say little comments about how they feel about it. We're gonna read it. It's a kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. North Korea's first 3 nuclear tests from 2006 to 2013 were A bombs, on roughly the same scale of the ones in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which together killed more than 200,000 people. Pyongyang announced Wednesday, that's the capital of North Korea, that it had detonated its first H-bomb. While seismic data supported the claim of a large explosion, there is no immediate way to confirm the type. Now, if they got the H-bomb, it's this whole other story. A whole different story. We won't read it. Atomic bombs rely on fission or atom splitting, just as nuclear power plants do. The hydrogen bomb, also called the thermonuclear bomb, uses fusion or atomic nuclei coming together to produce explosive energy. Right? Basically, you got the fusion and the fission. Two different types of bombs. Once they get the H-bomb right and they got the A-bomb, they can combine them to make fusion, fission, fusion. God dang. Which is an even greater bomb, which is mean it's going to explode, explode, explode. The even greater bomb, like the one in the video I did earlier about the Tsar bomb of Russia. The biggest nuclear explosion. Right? Now that's an example of a fusion, fission, fusion. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the terms that these scientists use. Alright? That's an even greater bomb. Blow up in Chicago, busting windows in New York type bomb. Right? Now that's what they trying to see what North Korea don't got. They don't want North Korea to have something like that. Right? The technology of the hydrogen bomb is more sophisticated, and once attained, it is a greater threat. They can be made small enough to fit on the head of an intercontinental missile. A missile that can go from Korea to America, basically. White man scared, you know what I'm saying, because there's wars, rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And who said it? Christ said this was going to happen. And he also said after that, He's going to come back. He's going to come back during World War III. So, thank God that World War III is escalating every day. Because he's coming at the peak of World War III. Revelations 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. This is America. America is that her. America is that whore that sit on many waters, that's going to be burned with fire. You got to burn that whore. You got to burn that whore. You got to burn her at the stake. That's what the Lord is going to do. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. All the kings of the earth, them outside, them kings and princes of the house of Sod that's getting rich off of her, they're going to be sad for her. And Turkey and all a lot of other nations. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment. We went over this in the last video. The nuclear radiation. They're going to stand afar off. Saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. America is going to be destroyed, and us blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, in the truth, are not going to think twice. We're going to be saved. Alright? We're not going to be burnt up with America. The scripture said, come out of her, my people. The Lord will mark you. The Lord is marking his people, his sheep that he want to save from the nuclear destruction. It's an easy thing to be saved from the nuclear destruction. But it's also an easy thing to be destroyed in it. By not following the prophets, not obeying the teachers, not getting into school, not getting in the one body of Christ. Alright, get down, get with the program, black man. The Chinese government firmly opposes this nuclear test by North Korea. We will surely summon North Korea's senior officials and ambassador to lodge our solemn protest. China about to get with North Korea and see what they got. Shoot, they want to see what's going on. The United States is the aggressor, this is from North Korea, with all kinds of nuclear weapons, waiting to invade our country. So having a hydrogen bomb is the right thing, the legitimate right of a sovereign state, which nobody can complain about. It would be stupid to put down our gun as you are faced by fierce wolves rushing at you. Yeah, it's battle, it's going against each other, man. You don't tell us about our weapons we stocking up. You already got all the weapons stocked up, basically. This is South Korea. It's not only grave provocation of our national security. Yeah, they scared because they right next to them. They get the first drop bomb on them, man, on them. But also an act that threatens our lives and future. It is our direct challenge to world peace and stability. Yeah, it's a direct challenge to y'all existence. Y'all might about to get wiped off the face of the earth by the nukes, just like America. The announcement Wednesday from North Korea that it had carried out a nuclear test brought to the front lines of global attention the phrase not often heard since the Cold War, the H-bomb. As opposed to the atomic bomb, the kind dropped on Japan, the hydrogen bomb, so-called super bomb, could be far more powerful. Experts say by 1,000 times or more. Yeah, the SAR bomb, which is the fusion bomb, was close to 4,000 times stronger than the one dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They don't want North Korea to get to that type of technology. Right? They saying this H-bomb, which is just either the fission, which is the A bomb or whatever, and the fusion, which is the H bomb. They don't want it to combine it and make it even more of a super bomb. Right? All these heathens going to be destroyed in a lake of fire, especially America. America going to be destroyed in a lake of fire and a nuclear destruction. Thermonuclear destruction. Get the rest of that, because now we also got the kingdom against kingdom, which Christ also prophesied. Now we're going to get the earthquakes in diverse places. What you don't know is all types of earthquakes is happening all across the world in different spots that don't normally happen, like Oklahoma. Alright, we're going to get all of them. Matthew 24:7. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. There's going to be a food shortage. There's going to be sickness. And there's going to be earthquakes in diverse places. Let's get it. A strong earthquake damaged buildings, killed at least 8 people and injured more than 100 in India's remote northeast region. Earthquake in India. The 6.7 magnitude terror left large cracks in the walls, damaged their bridge on the outskirts of the capital, caused a newly constructed 6-story building to collapse. The region is dotted with small houses with few tall buildings. Earthquake in India. 4.2, Edmond, Oklahoma. Earthquake. Earthquake in Oklahoma. 6.3, Western India Antarctic Ridge. Earthquake in Antarctic. 4.8 magnitude, Victoria, Canada. Earthquakes in Canada. 4.4, Devore, California. Earthquake in California. Earthquake in Tajikistan. Earthquake in Mexico. 6.6. Earthquake in Lakeview, Oregon. Earthquake in Calabria, Puerto Rico. Earthquake in Nidri, Greece. All these earthquakes off the earthquake website, all these different earthquakes in the last 30 days. Earthquakes in diverse places, like Christ said. Christ said all these things will happen, and that's what's going to happen. Right? Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, it's time for you to rise up. Ain't nobody going to build up the next generation of soldiers for you. You have to build them up. And you start by building yourself up. You start by getting an I.S.U.P.K. to get the laws to follow, and you start following those laws, and the laws will make you disciplined and militant. The laws will make you disciplined, and that's how you raise up this next generation of soldiers. Get them off the street, wild out of their mind selling drugs. Get them out of the strip clubs and buying prostitutes. Them young brothers you see on the corners, and them is the young soldiers, and we got to raise them up. Do it, black man. Get in the I.S.U.P.K. Get in the all black. Learn the law, statutes, and commandments of your God, so you can have the spirit of the Lord, which is a man of war. The Lord is about war. He's to sit on his throne with that woolly afro, and he about war. With a fiery throne and a fiery lake in front of him, and beasts around him with all eyes all around their body, he about war. And having his war council, sea of crystal, all that's in the scriptures. He about war. He got the round table for the war. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to get back to that spirit of following the law, statutes, and commandments. Like I said, you can't enter a strong man's house unless you bind a strong man. We is down, black, Hispanic, Native American man. But what does the Bible say? The truth shall make you free. The truth will make you back that strong man so you can protect your house. I.S.U.P.K. Start 1969, 1 West 125th Street. Pay your tithes, 10% of all money you earn. The kingdom of heaven is within you, black man. You the one who got to put up them funds for the truth. Pay your tithes, give tithes, and pay your donations. Pay your tithes and give donations. Radio show, 718-506-1384. Monday night, every Monday night. Online classes on YouTube, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right? Get into the classes. You get into those classes, you do what's right by the Lord. Right? We're going to build this nation up. We're going to build this nation up. How we going to build it? Following the law, statutes, and commandments. No excuses. Shalom!
Why you trying to stop the dude? If this is not the truth, would I die for a lie? Hell nah, I never do. I'ma die for the truth. This is what I'm telling you. Hoping that your mind bulletproof of what they telling you. Hoping you ain't buying all the lies they been selling you. Never knew all the fucking faggot shit they reverend do. Bet they run when the news come like the reverend do. We on the grind trying to help these Jews find they mind. They stole our Jews, but we still gon' shine. Our brothers gone locked up, all they doing is time. I can't wait until the devil gotta pay for his crimes.
Hey, I be sipping on my sorrow. You fucked over me today, well I can't fuck with you tomorrow. Pay no mind and I can borrow. I'm gonna spread that UPK until them devils feel my sorrow.